Hey, man.
Hey.
When I'm telling you that dude came up off the bench and went for the gusto on everybody, that's going to be the hottest emoji of all time.
You know what I found out watching that yesterday?
What's that?
Me and Cat Williams got the same birthday.
For real?
Yeah.
You know he was born in Cincinnati, right?
Cincinnati, grew up in Dayton. Yeah.
Yep.
You know what?
So it was Tom Segura.
We're not live yet.
And then
hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you is.
Yeah, you are.
Go ahead.
Chappelle was born out Springfield area?
No, DC. He was born in DC, but he moved.
No,
he lives in Yellow Springs.
Yeah.
Chappelle lives in Yellow Springs.
He grew up in Springfield, Ohio, though.
Yeah, but he lives in Yellow Springs.
I say that about Cat Williams, but Cat Williams was on there keeping it real yesterday, and I ain't heard nobody keep it that real since me.
Stop it. Stop. Man, get yourself a sign already, dog.
Come on, Big G. You've been knowing me about 45 years. You know I always keep it 100, man.
Hey, man.
He
all I know
whole roundabout just to talk about himself.
Yeah. No, we talk about Cat Williams. He do have the same birthday as me.
Then you compare the interview to how you act.
I compared the realness of the date of birth, of the Virgo-ness. Big G not a Virgo though.
Yep, I'm later on in the month. Yeah, I gotta have some balance.
My dad was a Libra. My mom is a Libra.
But Cat,
that interview was crazy, man. He went on. I've been called Steve Harvey a sucker, man.
Hey, man, it would have been some furniture moved around if any of them dudes within the vicinity. It got ugly.
My favorite part about it was that he called Bernie Mac the GOAT, because I've been a huge Bernie Mac fan my whole life.
Yeah.
One of my greatest regrets is I had an opportunity to see him in Vegas one year. I didn't see him, and then he passed away the following year.
Bernie Mac's from Chicago.
I'm aware. Yeah. He got his start
like me
on the L. He started doing his comedy on the train, trying to work his chops. And then the other thing I thought was really cool, I don't know if you saw some of the clapback, but Michael Blackston said that Cat Williams is out here torching the top 10 comedians that are still alive, trying to get his name back in relevancy.
Michael Blackston is hot trash. Is what because this the deal. I don't know if y'all have ever seen Cat live.
Oh, he's great.
Cat has had 19 tours. I didn't see him twice live in person. Cat Williams is one. And listen, Tate will tell you, this is coming from a dude. My uncle is a professional comedian. My uncle wrote for Richard Pryor. My uncle's boy is Franklin Ajayi, and he hang out with them cats. Come on, dog. Yeah, my Uncle David. My Uncle David Tyree is a professional comedian, and he told me that Cat Williams is one of the funniest people ever, man. So they can get to kicking. And in person and live, oh my God. You laugh so hard, it's ridiculous, man. He's the dude. Cat is the dude. So all the rest of them he has been, get him up out here.
He definitely seemed like he was enjoying some of the juice too.
Oh yeah.
That's how those interviews go.
They get more interesting that way, get a little more loose. That's why I'm trying to bring back brown bag pay for overtime. You know what I mean?
No, we got a special guest tonight on overtime. I ain't ruining it. I ain't spoiling it for everybody. But we got a special guest tonight. Yeah,
me and Bernie Mac got one other thing in common. We don't eat pumpkin pie.
Oh yeah, I ain't scared of you.
That's right.
That's a great, for my money. It's the greatest set I've ever seen.
Who your top 5 comedians?
Kick it
real quick.
Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy,
mine,
Cat Williams,
in mine,
Eddie Griffin.
Oh no.
Oh, Eddie Griffin's funny as hell.
Yeah,
and then I listen. I'm biased. My Uncle David. My Uncle David is hilarious. David Tyree is hilarious.
I got Pryor, Murphy. I got Chappelle.
Oh yeah, he up there.
I got D. Ray Davis, Chicago too. Funny. And probably Chris Rock. Somewhere Chris Rock, Kevin Hart. I don't know.
Chris, get up out.
Who you got, Paige?
I got Eddie Murphy, of course. I got Kevin Hart. I got Chappelle. I got Bernie Mac. And let's see.
You ain't got Richard Pryor?
Give me a second. It's a tie because I like Red Fox and Richard Pryor. They both go hand in hand to me. That number 5 is tough, man. I don't know. I don't want to give it to just anybody, but well, I can't. I'm blanking on her name right now. What's her?
George Carlin's good.
George Carlin, funny. He is funny.
George Carlin is a good one. George Carlin is a very good.
I got one. I got my top 5 ready.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go 5 Chris Rock, 4 Richard Pryor, 3 Bill Burr, 2 Bernie Mac, 1 Dave Chappelle.
That's a good list. I think all of our lists are pretty good. I think all of our lists.
I left Bernie Mac out, not just like Yeah, that 4 or 5 range, I could do a lot of flipping, but Pryor, Murphy, top 2. Definitely.
I'll leave Eddie Murphy out.
You left Eddie Murphy out?
Yep. I got him OLI.
I'll put Wanda Sykes at my number 5.
Ooh, upset, but good one.
I'm with
All
it.
right, y'all ready to get talking about what we supposed to talk about?
Yeah, let's get to the show, dog. You know how we do. Let's get to the
What's
show.
Tim say?
Eddie Murphy before he went to Disney, Richard Pryor, and Gabrielle Fleury. Iglesias.
Fluffy Iglesias.
Fluffy funny. That big dude funny in the mug. He is funny. That's facts.
I guess he is funny name, Fluffy.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. Let's hit the show, man. Let's get to the
show. I'm just thinking the intro music right now. You noticed I was right on beat when it started, didn't you?
Yeah.
Nailed it.
You hit it. You timed it. Perfect timing.
Pittsburgh Steelers fans, homie nation, our people, what's happening? Thanks for joining us on another Friday night episode of the Homie Podcast. As you probably already know, I'm your boy Tate with my boys, homies B Dirt, Pay, and Big G. We here to kick it, talking about football, talking about the Steelers, talking about the AFC North, the Browns, the Bengals, the Ravens, and even some Chicago Bears for pay.
Talk a little bit about Chat Fam, man. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, shout out to the Chat Fam, man. Go ahead and shoot them out, Big G. Get your algorithms up. And shout out to AFL 67 telling Joker stop effing around.
Yeah. AFL 67
on that like button.
That's right. He said if you in the pod and you ain't hitting the like button, it don't make no dang on sense.
You're doing it wrong.
Yeah. So get them algorithms jumping. Man, I'm looking right now. We got all these people in the chat, and I ain't got but 17 likes. What in the world is crack-a-lacking around here, man? Let's hit that button, help the algorithms, and let's get the show cracking this evening, man. We got a lot to go, and we're going to have a great show. So let's do what we do.
Okay. So, anybody got anything they want to share from the week that has been?
I'm excited for the Steelers. I mean, I'm going to be biased as all get up from the rip, but I'm excited for the Steelers because we getting in the playoffs. We getting in.
I don't like that play call from Alabama to win the game.
Trash play call, Pay.
I really enjoyed it.
Hey, B Dirt.
I was rooting for Michigan. I put money on Michigan, but it could have went to another overtime. It was a trash play call, though.
I thoroughly enjoyed that play call.
B Dirt. Tate, Pay, did y'all catch me on the Horns and Sons with Mod? And I broke down the whole thing about Michigan. Everything I said happened.
Yeah, I was in the chat when they were calling you biased, defending your honor. I'm like, how's he going to be biased? He absolutely hates our guts.
Facts. But I respect them. You got to put some respect on Michigan name.
See it. You know what I mean?
You got to put some respect on Michigan name.
I said it was going to be a great game. But the whole idea, the notion that Bama team was going to boat race anybody in that Final Four was wrong.
Facts. Total facts.
I think J.J. McCarthy played himself out the first round, and Penix played himself in the first round.
After you could say Big Ten bias, I get it, but it's hard to have Big Ten bias when it comes to Ohio State, Michigan. It's just hard.
Yeah, because they're always there. It's not biased.
After you just worry about Will Howard, y'all quarterback just transferred to them Buckeye boys.
About to get in the college football.
Baby Josh Allen. You just worry about baby Josh Allen now at OHIO.
So let's just jump in talking about some of the games. We got
a question for Pay off rip.
What?
Oh, well, go ahead.
Paul Bishop said, Pay, what's your opinion on the Steelers quarterback situation?
He want Pay opinion? Go ahead, Pay. Go ahead, Pay.
I'm assuming Claude Bishop is asking about the Kenny Pickett, will he or won't he be a backup to Mason? I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. Yeah. In my opinion, and I know G is going to be red hot raving mad when I say this. Oh. I agree with the rumor. Kenny Pickett shouldn't be taking up nobody's backup on that team.
What?
Not at all.
What?
Not at all. He broke camp as a starter. You don't lose the job because you got hurt, especially just because of one game. Nah. That to my third string guy, he don't even take practice team snaps. He's gonna take my job? No.
Hey,
I don't.
Tate,
don't
get
buy
him.
it.
Get him, Tate. Get him, Tate. Get the kicking. Get the kicking, man. KP8 is to the bench. He's and he ain't coming up off that bench. It's over, dog, for this season. And he probably done lost his job while you playing. We're going to draft one and we're going to get a veteran. To the bench you go.
We're going to talk about how that could play out. But first, I want to talk about B Dirt and the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
B Dirt.
Yeah.
I watched Running Through the Jungle.
Okay.
With you and Justin and was it Lacey? Justin Lacey and
Justin
the other guy
Lacey and Chase Younts.
I seen it. I seen it. Yeah.
So I got a little from one of my favorite podcasts, a little clip I'm gonna play.
There's a lot to unpack here because there's going to be a lot of moving pieces. How they split up that pie. This is the analogy Duke Tobin would like to use, how they're going to split up that pie, who's going to get paid, who's not going to get that pie, and who they're going to be drafting, who they can look at in free agency, some of those things. Starting next week, we'll be putting a lot of that in as we go through, playoffs and talking about other teams as well, because, face the facts, this is a Bengals first podcast, but you have to pay attention to what other teams are doing, especially within a division if you want to compete. And my last thing on this game, 9-8, I really like it. I want to get there. I'm a little bit more emotionally invested in that, kind of like Justin is. But my caveat in this, I cannot go 0-6 in this division.
Thanks.
It is
you just can't do it,
man.
Hell no, nah, you can't. Nope.
So at least get one dub when they're playing against some mostly backups here for the Browns. So that's a big sticking point for me. I can't. 0-6 just has a bad taste to it.
Terrible.
So shout out to the Running Through the Jungle crew and B Dirt and his peeps, man.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
But B Dirt, you said a lot there, man. You talk about what some of the things that may happen going into the off season. One of the questions I have is about you guys, because you guys talked about it earlier in the pod, right? You guys,
as far as I had a question of who's more likely to be back. Yeah, with Tyler Boyd, that was talked about. Tyler Boyd, I said who's more likely to be back, Lou Anarumo or T. Higgins was a question I had. Joe Mixon is under contract for next year at $8.5 million. But we can get out of that contract for a 2.75 dead cap hit. So gain almost $6 million.
Joe Mixon, adios muchachos, dog.
I mean, we'd have to let him go.
He up out of there.
We'd have to let him go and take a $2.75 million hit.
And so then you save $5.25 million.
Yeah. He's at 8.5, so it'd be 5.75.
Who the Bengals used the franchise tag on last year? Mixon?
No. Mixon still was under contract for 1 year, and he renegotiated his contract, took less money, and added a year to it, with us having the ability to get out for a $2.75 million cap. The year before, we had this year we didn't have anybody. The year before we had the safety. What's Atlanta?
Who?
Bates.
Jesse Bates.
Justin Bates.
Well, then it's a simple answer. You franchise tag T. Higgins and you make Boyd take a discount and let the rest of the chips fall where they may. That's a simple answer. T. Higgins ain't going nowhere. If I'm the Bengals, I ain't getting up on him. I don't care no matter what.
If I'm the Bengals, I'll let T. Higgins go, allocate my money elsewhere, and like B. Dirt said on the Run Through the Jungle, I draft the kid from Washington, Uduze.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be there.
He's bad.
He ain't gonna be there.
16, 17, he ain't gonna be there.
Top 10, he's gone. Top 10, he gone. Especially once he clock a 4.3 and some change at the combine.
Can we put that on the receipt?
Put it on there. When he clocked that 4.3 and some change at the combine, he's up out of there, dog. He's up out of there. He's number 2 receiver off the board. Number 1, Marv. Number 2, him.
I think he number 2, but some people got
Neighbors
from LSU number 2.
Nope.
First receipt of 2024.
Yep.
Hard to believe it's Big G.
Listen, T. Higgins, you don't let T. Higgins go no matter what. You negotiate with Boyd and you take the cap hit. That's just me. I'm not a Bengals fan. I don't have a dog in the race, but you don't let T. Higgins go. I don't care no matter.
I don't think you can have $60 million tied up in receivers because
why not?
Let me devil's advocate. T. Higgins, I want him to re-sign him. I want to say that before I say this. The devil's advocate is he's missed a lot of time for soft tissue injuries.
Okay.
Pulled hamstrings and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
That's risky business when you talk about wide receivers.
Man. Dog,
best ability is availability.
Yeah, but you keep Joe Burrow happy. You keep Burrow happy.
They made him happy when they got Jamar Chase. Now, if they get another first-round receiver, he still will be happy.
Mm-hmm.
I think. B. Dirt. So you guys don't want to finish 0-6 in the division.
Correct.
It's crazy, man. The Steelers could arguably finish 5-1 in the toughest division in football. But because they lost to 3 of the 4 AFC South teams, we got to wonder if we can get in the playoffs.
Yeah. Oh, trash quarterback.
There is a wonderful receipt that we will go over after the season. Somebody on this podcast predicted that you'd have to beat the AFC South in order to win the division.
Sure did. But we was trash this year.
That was you, G?
I don't know. I'll take credit for it because I say a lot of stuff. So I'll take credit. I got y'all back. I'll take the hit. I don't care.
Speaking of, at some point in 2024, you're going to have to pay me some of this corner time.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, we can get to that later.
For a long time, man.
20 minutes. I got you. 20 minutes.
You keep saying I got you.
It's whenever he say he the ball.
Colorado been done.
Yeah, that's who got me too, man. I will never listen. That's another thing about Mod. Mod, you on the bench as far as your credibility with picking stuff, bro. I'm never listening to you again. I know college football better than anybody I know, and I listened to you about that garbage take about Deion Sanders, and it's gonna cost me a corner time with payday. Never again. Never again.
It's
Never,
almost like
again.
It's almost like Deion Sanders used to play for the Cowboys or something. That's weird.
Yeah.
Right. That's what Big G fell into.
I got suckered into it.
The Cowboys.
Suckered into it.
Love me.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Big G. You kind of fell into that one, man.
Sure did.
Hey, B Dirt.
Yes, sir.
The sack leaders in the NFL. You know who they are?
I do.
Name
They are TJ Watt and Trey Hendrickson at 17.
Oh.
So
Trey Henderson a dog, man. He a dog.
He is. And word on the street, they play Driscoll. Y'all familiar with Driscoll because he used to play for y'all.
Yes.
Mhm.
TJ and them play Huntley. Word on the street is TJ trying to get to 20, man.
Mm.
So if the Ravens playing
And they're
Backup?
both mobile quarterbacks, FYI.
Both. quarterback, so what that means they can get away, but it also means they can run into a sack.
Correct. Yeah, happy feet
Freaky
out of the
Friday.
pocket.
Right.
Hey, you said that. You said Freaky Friday.
Run into a sack.
There you go, bro. Pause.
So 17 apiece, the leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Last thing about this game, we're gonna do our predictions on overtime, but the Browns. The Browns, the first team since the 87 Patriots to start 5 different QBs. 87, Big G, was that Brady's rookie year?
No. No.
Can you name all those quarterbacks, Big G?
Deshaun Watson, Thompson from UCLA, number
PJ
10.
Walker.
That's PJ Walker, Joe Flacco, and the new dude. Who's the new dude? They start Driscoll, whatever his name is, the new dude.
Driscoll
Yep.
Strawberries.
Yep, there's the 5 of them.
5 QBs in one season.
Yep,
Man.
and they in the playoffs. They in the playoffs. Pay, you shaking your head? What's the problem? They in the playoffs.
Pay.
I got nothing to say.
Pay been down bad on the Browns ever since preseason.
Pay, why you bad mouthing the Browns, man? Why
I
you doing
apologize. I had it wrong. I thought they'd be bad. I thought they would be average. I do think they're on borrowed time, but regardless of the point,
You don't think they can go beat Jacksonville in Jacksonville?
of course, Jacksonville. If you think
Jacksonville
I've
ain't
been down on the Browns, you should really hear what I think about the Jacksonville Jaguars
He
this
is
season.
not a fan.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence ain't playing. Jacksonville ain't getting in.
I heard Trevor Lawrence was playing. He's not playing?
No, dog. It's looking more and more likely he's not going to play that game. He ain't ready. He going to go out there and get hurt for real. He ain't ready, man. He ain't playing.
Oh, we.
Yep. He ain't playing.
Hey, Pay, so over your way, man. The Ravens signed Dalvin Cook.
That's cheating, man.
He's back in purple. Would that be a factor in the playoffs?
That's
Absolutely
cheating,
not.
man. That's cheating. Absolutely not. Come on, Tay. Stop it.
Just like you said, just like you told, we had the discussion. This was off camera discussion
You talking
about
about Julio?
about Dalvin Cook and Ezekiel Elliott. About, you said Zeke was washed, and I told you if Zeke is washed, so is Dalvin Cook. We went back and forth. And Dalvin Cook, if he was worth his salt, he would not have been available for the Baltimore Ravens practice squad. I don't think the Ravens need Dalvin Cook. He's just more of a insurance policy. He's not going to be, any type of bell cow. He might sneak into an end zone one time during their run towards the Super Bowl. I don't think it's anything worth it. It's not a big deal.
I don't know. I think in the football world, y'all know how football be footballing. And in the football world, the more you can run and the more you can stop the run, the better chance you have. And I think this helps their running back room tremendously because playoff teams take away the things you do the best. Because the Jets is trash. The Jets ain't no good. But you put it with Lamar, that's different.
Or the Jets have better running backs, and so do the Ravens.
I bet there's a receipt out there somewhere from early in preseason. Big G had the Jets going to the Super Bowl.
Sure did. But dude got hurt on dude. No, I didn't say I didn't go to the Super Bowl. I had them winning their division. But dude got hurt. Rodgers got hurt. So it was adios muchachos. Same way my fantasy football lost. Because I picked Rodgers in the third round of fantasy football and started 1-5. Sure did.
Shout out, I congratulate him on Pump Your Brakes. Shout out to Pay for getting his second chip, man.
Facts.
I did what?
Congratulations.
You won your second fantasy football championship. You're the reigning champion.
I won the title.
Stop it.
I won the title.
You well aware. Stop it.
Stop it.
This dude got a dang on belt. Look at that.
I didn't know. I did. What? Say that again, but talk slow, just so everybody can hear.
Pay won the fantasy football championship.
That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. But Pay, Dalvin Cook gonna help y'all, dog.
I don't see it happening.
I do want to say real quick. I want to be on record. I think we should keep how the divisions were split up this year, but we should just name it winners and losers because all the good teams were on one side and all the bad teams were on the other.
Well, why does it have to be named title winners and losers? One division was champions because we were all past champions. G was in that division. Now you ain't been there long, B-Dirt, but you was in the contenders division.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it makes sense. I mean, so you're not calling nobody no loser, just contenders.
He was calling this loser.
I know he was. I'm not doing that to B-Dirt. That's my boy.
I hear you.
How long has this been going on?
9
years. This league?
9 years.
9 years. Yep. And this is your second, B-Dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you finished 6th.
Yep. No, 7th. 7 because I beat him.
You ain't played B-Dirt.
I did.
I don't know about none of that stuff. None of them numbers.
Play B-Dirt.
I don't know about none of them numbers that's bigger than 1.
See, that's why you're getting the stop it sign. That's what you're getting the stop it sign. Talking about you that I won. Come on, stop it.
Hey, we gonna take a quick break. If you watching on YouTube, Big G, B-Dirt, Pay, y'all call out some of the live chat comments, man, so we can
I got one. Congrats, Pay from Steeler Girl 808. Kevin Broken Bro. I hear you, Pay. Go ahead and bask, brother. AFL 67. Get him, Pay. Let's see. What else we got out there? Afton. Don't forget about that like button. Stomp it.
Good one, Afton. Algorithms. But yeah, that was a good championship game, Pay. You and Damian played. You think you got about like 3 points?
I didn't play 2 players.
I saw you missing one position. I don't know what was wrong with you. That's a
Damon trash.
$500 and $200. I don't know what you.
Damon trash. You ain't playing players. That means Damon trash.
That's exactly what it means, Big G. Tate don't know what he's looking at. I did that earlier in the season too when I was playing Damon's brother.
Oh, who was that?
Yeah, and that's the one game I didn't have a quarterback. Kenny Pickett got hurt against Arizona, and you beat me by 3 points.
G, you can. G is my witness on this. G, what was that thing I said at the end of the end of that matchup?
I'm gonna apologize to chat fam. This is a backstage conversation going on.
It definitely is.
On the record, on the stage right now. We should go to break now and then talk about real football when we come back.
Total facts.
If you're not first, you're last.
Hey, if you watching on YouTube, stay with us. We're gonna be right back. We gotta pay a couple bills. And if you listen on audio, just listen to these couple ads, and we'll be right back after this. And we're back on the Homies podcast on Freaky Friday night
Hey now.
with the two-fisted general Big G, both ways.
Whoa.
Hey man, you can get that mess
Oh,
up. Out
wow.
of here.
Two fists.
All I'm saying is get them algorithms up, man. And and listen, let me tell y'all something. We have had tremendous support from the live chat over the last several weeks. I went back and looked and reviewed shows. We've had 150, 160 likes, 170 likes, 1,000, 1K plus. We even had a show recently that had 3.1 or 3.2 watchers. So we appreciate all of you guys rocking with us on the Homies and the Homies Overtime.
Watchers. Those are called viewers in YouTube land.
Hey man, they watching us on YouTube right now. They listening to us on the feeds on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. So we appreciate it.
We got a comment, two-fisted both ways. Wow, from Mr. Woody. All right.
Where's that at? Oh, yeah, you know
Mr.
how Big
Wood.
G,
Mr. Wood, two-fisted both ways.
Big G always give us something to talk about, man.
We
Big
are
G,
falling
like,
off.
both ways. Big G started Freaky Friday. Big G started with Chubby. Big G always got something for us.
All facts. All facts. Let's go. Let's get to the Steelers, Tate. Fine. Got him. Got him. That's something to talk about right there. He was over there. Them lips was bumping too, boy.
Steelers freak said Jesus walked on water. Mason is going to throw through it.
Comment of the day.
The storm coming. The storm is ridiculous. So
to start off the Steeler talk, first thing.
No. You got to put that super chat up there, bro.
Super chat.
Oh, that's from the homie Tim Lyons.
Yep.
Oh, thanks, Tim, man. Tim said, "Hey, quit messing around and hit the damn like button."
Man,
y'all.
Tate, I ain't forgot about your find.
What find?
Because you just was talking and the microphone was muted. Hey, you seen it? Yep. Got witnesses.
These fines have made this show into a tax write-off.
In facts. I'm filing. Straight filing. Yeah.
So, first bit of Steeler news for the week, Big G.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy Pat P want to come back in 2024.
Yep.
Do we bring him back?
Heck yeah, I'll bring him back. He switches positions, but he going to a safety.
To what, coach?
No, he going to a safety. He gonna go to a safety position for the Steelers, but we bring him back next year. We still got a young Corey Trice. We still got a young JPJ. We're probably going to, we got Rush, and we're probably going to select the defensive back second, maybe even first, depending on who's there and depending on where we fall. First or second round, we going DB. We need him in the room. He gonna play safety. He's gonna help get the youngsters together and ride on to the sunset.
I like his presence in the room. I like him moving to safety, kind of reminiscent of Rod Woodson when he left and Charles Woodson when he was with the Raiders and Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, he gonna play safety. He'll be back next year on a team-friendly deal too.
The other thing is, man, Andy Wild is getting looks to be a GM, man.
It don't matter.
What you think about that, G?
Listen, I respect anybody who's in the Steelers organization. Believe it or not, I respect. The only one I had some issues with really was Matt Canada, right? So if Andy Wild wants to go, get on out of there. We got the con man, bro. So, you know, I'm not saying
Andy Wild's a huge help, though. I'm just saying that.
I understand, but the con man is good enough. So if Andy want to kick it, adios muchachos, my friend. We appreciated your services while you was in Pittsburgh. Move on to the next place, and let's go with the next dude.
Our boy Minka Fitzpatrick
won
the Bart Starr Award. Barstow giving Anley for outstanding. What's that? Under character, integrity, and leadership on and off the field.
Facts.
He's the first Steeler to win the award.
Yeah. The Pittsburgh Steelers definitely have culture guys. Minka is definitely one of those guys. Cam Hayward's another one of those guys. TJ Watt's another one of those guys. There's culture guys in Pittsburgh. So it's well deserved because it's not just what you do on the field. It's what you do in your community, and it's what you do in your organization. I think, in my personal opinion, Minka Fitzpatrick is a future coach in the NFL. If he chooses to go down that path, Minka would make one heck of an NFL coach and or a front office executive. I think he's got the pedigree. I think he's got the smarts. I think he's got the know-how. But I think he loves everything about being in the black and gold. So he's a lifer Steeler. He's not going nowhere. He will be with Pittsburgh in some capacity.
Minka's a lifer?
The lifer. He's a lifer. Unless he wants to. Now, if he wants to go, he can. But, you know, he will always have a place with us. Somewhere in the organization, even after football's over.
Okay. So Minka,
you got Pat Peterson on contract for this year already.
Yeah, but they could get out of it if they wanted to. That's why
they could, but it's a dead cap hit at 2.925. So it's almost a $3 million dead cap hit, $7 million to keep him on.
Oh,
he'll be there.
He'll be there.
Yeah, he'll be there.
You know, I like Pat though. Do you remember? So now we're gonna get into something that Pay can kind of talk about a little bit. Well, let me give you one more, Big G. You know, you got your boy Big G. You said this on Pump Your Brakes.
Go ahead. Oh yeah. Listen, I said this and I put it out there on the know-it-alls. I put it out there. If somebody don't go draft, if that young man is available in the first round of this year's upcoming NFL draft, and I'm talking about Michael Penix Jr., I'm moving to Pittsburgh, and me and somebody going to be moving some furniture around, and I ain't playing because there's your answer at quarter. That's a quarterback one. That's a dog. That's a leader. That's what you're looking for to play quarterback in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, right there. I ain't going through all this mess about give KPA time to develop and all that other mess. Nah, it's a wrap. In the NFL now, you got to hit the ground running as a quarterback. If you can't hit the ground running, I ain't got time for you to develop. You got to be able to play the day you hit the field. So that's a kid. Day one is your starter. Stop playing around with him. If he's available, go get him.
So you have no concerns over the fact he's had 3 torn ACLs already?
Nope. With modern science and modern technology, dudes legs get tore up all the time. He's going to be.
What year are you living in? modern science, 3 ACLs. No, you do not care about that.
Nope.
All right.
And the fact that he's what, 25?
He's getting ready to turn 24.
He's getting ready to turn 24. He's fine.
Kenny Pickett was older when he got drafted.
Facts. There you go.
So you all like older quarterbacks. Okay, go ahead and get Russell Wilson while you're at it.
No, we reached for Kenny Pickett. That's what we did. That was the mess up. That wasn't on Omar Khan. That was on Kevin Colbert on his way out the door. He reached for him because the fan base put pressure on him because we lost Dan Marino and they wanted another pick quarterback in Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett is not the dude. It's time for us to get the dude. Mason is your transitional quarterback to your new quarterback next season.
I got another dude, Big T. I got another dude.
Who?
So you remember we talked about Minka, right? What the Steelers trade for Minka?
A first round.
That was the year Ben got hurt too, right? And they thought the Steelers was crazy. It was going to be a top 5 pick. That's why the Dolphins took.
Man, when he's at Tuscaloosa, but we realized that we didn't have a draft pick high enough to seriously consider him. But it didn't stop me from going to Tuscaloosa twice that year and kind of know him. But that probably helped us in terms of making a quick decision about being interested in him. And that's why oftentimes in draft prep, we do our due diligence, whether something is realistic or not in terms of us being in position to do business with someone. He's just a quality player through and through on all levels. He's a professional. He can make plays anywhere you put him. He loves football. He's a good teammate.
So
That's
Big G.
facts.
He's getting a lot of love in the chat too. Minka fits the Steelers very well.
Facts.
Minka fits the Steelers very well. But you know why I play that, Big G?
Why?
Because Tomlin said they was at Minka's pro day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he knew he knew we couldn't get up there to get him.
Yep.
But then when he was available, they was willing to trade a first round pick to get Minka. And it's worked out, right? Minka's been all pro, 3-4 time Pro Bowler since he's been a Steeler.
Yep. That's facts.
So another guy Tomlin liked at the pro day. Hey, you know what we came to see.
Sure.
Give it to me, baby.
I got you. Have a good day, man. Let us know what you say. I will. Appreciate it. So I'm telling y'all.
Look at
Pay.
Pay. He done went off camera. He hiding. And now listen.
Hey, read that, Big G.
It says ESPN's Jeremiah Fowler has now revealed that there's some belief that Chicago would, for less than a first round, give up Justin Fields. The consensus is an informal poll of league evaluators is that Fields would be worth a second or third round pick in a pre-draft trade, Fowler writes. So Steelers getting informal asking price for Justin Fields. I don't know, man. I think they got to give up a first, but that's just me.
Steelers Freaks got a great comment about Michael Penix Jr. He says that dude could play in a wheelchair and play better than Mitch and Kenny.
Facts. Total facts.
I agree with that.
What they said, Steelers.
I like that. Players like Mean Joe and Lambert would invite Minka to their old school table.
Facts, and let him sit down and talk.
I agree.
Absolutely. But Pay. Listen, I know y'all not getting up off of him, but I'm gonna let Tate, because Tate has been on this fantasy land about Justin Fields coming to Pittsburgh for a minute. So I'm gonna let him have his moment. But I want your response, Pay, about Justin Fields coming to Pittsburgh for a second or third round.
Well, I want to ask Pay a question as a resident Bears fan and proprietor of the Bear Claw also. Pay. Y'all passed on C.J. Stroud last year. Can y'all afford that number one pick 2 years in a row and pass on C.J. Stroud and Caleb Williams? Can you do that? That's all I want to know.
I tend to think there's only 4 or 5 teams out there that should not be paying attention to Caleb Williams, and none of them are drafting in the top 10.
Facts.
The Bears, they should not be considering not drafting Caleb Williams at this point in time. January 5th, 2024. Caleb Williams should be at the top of their draft board and in their plans for the future. Now, things can change in 48 hours. You know, talk about it then. But as of right now, Caleb Williams should be their plan A.
So to start next year at quarterback for Chicago?
It should be their plan A.
Oh, no. Stop it. Go ahead, Tate. Go ahead. Stop it, man.
Well, I was going to ask him, so, I mean, realistically, as a fan and somebody that knows all about the team, what do you think they want for Justin Fields, though?
Nothing short of a first and maybe 2 late draft picks.
A first. Would you take a first?
Like a 157?
More like a 145.
Would you take a first in Deontay Johnson?
No, I wouldn't, but I'm not the general manager of the Chicago Bears. Ryan Poles has an affinity for wide receivers. Sometimes overvalued wide receivers that wear black and gold. Now, with that being said, he has somewhat shaken his inability to not gauge a handful of magic beans. His last couple of trades have been amazing, and he will not go for no more of that crap.
Steelers Freak, another good comment here. He said the next OC should pick his quarterback, whomever he is. That way, there are no excuses.
That is total facts.
I like
Steelers
that.
freak. Absolutely, that is total facts.
Nah, you gotta
Total
trust
facts.
you to do that. You can't just let some new guy coming off the street, even though he's a good new OC, and let him pick the quarterback.
Yes, you should.
No, Big G.
Yes, you should.
Big G, you say
He's
something
at
else.
least got to
bad,
have his say in it, right? He's got to.
Yeah,
me-
he
let me
should
tell
be
you.
involved. He
Let me
should
tell
be
you something.
involved.
If you don't give the OC part of the autonomy to be able to pick his quarterback, he's the first guy fired when the quarterback sucks. They fire OC, then they fire head coach, then they fire general manager. Oh, fine. Hit him.
Got him.
Hit him, Tate. Fine. Hit him. Go ahead, hit him.
They said, got him.
AFL 67 says Caleb don't think he has the mental toughness to be an NFL quarterback.
Especially in Chicago, where he don't want to be. He already done said he
Hey.
wants to play in DC, LA, or Las Vegas.
Hey, Big G.
Isn't that where all college graduates want to go? DC, LA, Vegas? Who
No,
cares?
no.
Who cares? Listen,
Hey, look,
we've
I don't have a
all
dog in the fight, but
done.
Marvin Harrison Jr. is your pick.
No.
Marvin Harrison Jr. is your pick.
Not happening,
No,
Big G.
you can trade it back down to 3. You can trade down to 3, but you can't go no lower than 3 because Arizona will take him at 4. So if you flip for 3, you can get him.
Last thing about this offensive coordinator thing, we've all done job interviews, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go into a job interview, what are you really in there doing? You're in there selling yourself.
Facts.
So when we do the thing that I believe that we're going to do this offseason is get rid of Luke Getsy as the offensive coordinator for Chicago Bears.
He out of there.
Everybody's coming in there to sell what they think the Bears should do with offense. Some will say I can make Justin to an all-pro. Some will say I can make Caleb to an all-pro. It's whoever has the best story. And whoever can sell the best, they'll get the job, and then you'll see what happens.
And then Justin Fields is in Ryan Pohl's guy too. Hey, Big G, you see Steeler Freaks icon?
What is that? Right here at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Boo Boo and Yogi the Bear.
Yeah, it looked like us when we was kids. You was little Boo Boo.
No, him.
Afton asked, she said, didn't Williams say there were teams he refused to play for? Yeah, he started with the Chicago Bears.
That is the numero uno team he said he won't play for is the Bears.
He can't. He I don't think
He didn't say that.
I don't think he
He
said
did
it.
say it.
His dad
No,
his dad
his
didn't
dad
want to
said
go to Arizona, is what I remember. His dad didn't want to go to Arizona. I think he likes Washington because he's from out here. He's from right here in Bowie, Maryland, in Prince George County.
Well, the Cardinals already done said, the Cardinals GM said that Kyler Murray starting next year at quarterback. So that they ain't looking. So you got the New England Patriots and the Commanders and the Raiders. Probably in that order.
Well, the Bears got the first pick.
Facts.
And if
they
I'm the Bears and I draft him, he don't want to come there, then I'm trading.
Okay, so the
If he
reason
wanna
why
go
it was taken that way out of it wasn't quoted as saying that, but he liked a post saying the Bears should not draft him.
Mm-hmm. And his dad
Caleb
spoke
Williams
publicly about it. His father spoke publicly about it. Yep, he ain't coming to Chicago. He ain't. Listen, the pick for Chicago is Marvin Harrison Jr. I keep telling you that. And it makes all of if you get a guy like Marvin Harrison Jr. to go along with Justin Fields, man, that's a top 1-2 quarterback wide receiver duo for the next 5 years in the league. Dude, you'd be nuts not to pick him.
Is G being biased? Is this him trying to reconnect Ohio State alumni in Chicago?
They never played
together.
No, they still Ohio State alumni. Yeah,
there's always a tinge of bias when you listen to G. To go back to what G said, Justin Fields hasn't shown me or many other people that he can scan a field to attack two different receivers. It's usually one read. If he'll stay with him way too long, and then he'll go to his bailout to the tight end. I don't think a wide receiver is the fix with that one. Marvin Harrison Jr. is a great player, but I don't think adding him and then boom, Super Bowl.
No, they need it, but you got to win the division first. So
Need to
Marv
make the
helps us
playoffs
win.
first.
I also think it took Josh Allen a little time.
Yep.
I think it took Lamar Jackson's really just coming to his own passing wise this year. I mean, he won an MVP, but the offense was set up then for a lot of RPO and roll out, moving the pockets and stuff when he won MVP that year. Now he's a better pocket passer.
But
I think
led the league in passing touchdowns that year.
You know what those two scenarios you got in common you just said, Tate?
What's that?
They both got a wide receiver one, and it changed the game. Look how much Justin Fields improved this year by getting a WR1. Now you get him a young Thundercat to go along with the wide receiver one and Marv. Oh, it's going to get ugly.
Big G. Quit trying to save Justin Fields in Chicago when I want him to go to Pittsburgh and help the running game.
I don't want him.
With Najee and Jay. Well, I tell you what, you're going to get Big G. What's that stat you sent me the other day? Najee got more yards than who the last 3 years?
A bunch of dudes.
Christian McCaffrey.
A bunch of dudes.
Saquon Barkley.
A bunch of dudes. A whole bunch of dudes. Since people out there calling him trash like Pay that don't understand the complexity of the Steelers. Our offensive line was boo-boo.
What's complex about that offense?
Our offensive line was boo-boo until this year. They're finally getting it together. Our offensive line was boo-boo.
You keep making excuses. Keep making excuses. You're gonna. It's always something, and it's not equaling out. Tell me again. This offense is complex, and for some reason it is not. They're not scoring touchdowns. Tell me again. I love to hear it.
I said our offensive line, we have subpar play because we've had subpar drafts from the O-line. Right now, Omar Khan working his thing, bringing in agents. We got 2 serviceable offensive line this last offseason. Guess what Omar Khan Gary do again? He Gary go get us 2 more offensive linemen and watch Nabi jump up again. One hand washes the other. You got to have good offensive line play to have good running back play. You can't have one without the other. But Najee still is ahead of McCaffrey.
Derek Sanders would like to have a word.
Who?
Write this receipt down, B.
What's the receipt?
Najee will not have a second contract with the Steelers.
Oh, you bet that?
Put it down there.
Bet corner time. I got some more on that.
Okay.
Quick. I got some.
I bet corner time. B can write it down if you keep it on the board. We can move on now.
Bet corner time. Najee get a second contract. Bet corner time.
He gonna get a second contract. He just got.
Yeah, sure is.
I didn't think so 2 months ago, but I think so now. He's part of the identity. He's not gonna get no big Saquon Barkley $10 million a year. He got to come and get like 5 or 6 a year, but they're gonna give him a new contract.
Facts.
Well, is there a corner time bet here?
Yep. Oh, I already put the sign up. Hey, Peter, you missed it.
For how long?
15 minutes. 15 minutes.
No. Standard 5. Put it down.
You good with standard 5B?
I'm good with it. Go ahead, man. Go with it.
Kevin Broken Bro said, "Oh yes, he will."
Bet him corner time too, Kevin. Bet him corner time. Put that joker up in the corner for the whole show. I want the live chat to bet Pay.
I agree. I agree with Reginald Rivers. Thanks, Reg.
What he said. If Fields was our quarterback right now, we'd have 12 wins. I don't know, man.
He would.
2024 is off to a great start on receipts.
You ignoring the playmaker part of his game that opens stuff up for everybody, man.
Oh, I'm not ignoring that. I'm just saying I want a rookie quarterback. I'll take Michael Penix Jr. or Jalen Daniels.
A rookie sets us back. That does nothing for us.
It does a lot for us. I keep trying to tell you, these rookies hit the ground running. You can't be a scrub in today's NFL. You got to hit the ground running. If you hit the ground as a scrub, you're never going to make it. Watch what's going to happen down in Carolina. Watch what's going to happen. He's a scrub. I told y'all he's a scrub. He's not big enough to play in the league.
Hey, so
12 wins would be a big come up for Fields. He's only got 10 in his career.
Total facts.
Yeah, but he would have won 2 more games than what Mitch did, and what the games that Kenny lost, 1 or 2 of them. He got 10 in his career for a bad Chicago Bear teams. Pay can vouch to that.
The coach messed up 3 games this year for the Bears. The Bears should be in the playoffs.
Keeping the coach, right, Pay?
Yeah, they're keeping the coach, but he messed it up, though. He messed up 3 games.
They keeping Eberflus?
Yeah, they're keeping him.
Yeah, they said they're keeping Eberflus.
Sure is.
They got to
No one told you that.
Mm-hmm.
Pay, they did say they're keeping him. You need, dog, how I'm a Steelers fan and I know about what's going on with the Bears.
Ain't no one said that. You got to read between the lines. No one said that.
Bet 5 more minutes corner time to Eberflus is the coach for the Bears next season.
No. I'm not betting that. I'm just saying it ain't been decided yet.
Hey, mister, I think Fields lost 1 fumble this year.
No, that's not true.
It's not?
No.
Look at it. I'm going to look at it.
Listen,
Well,
but Tate,
while you look, let's go ahead and start wrapping up.
Yeah.
And I said lost 1 fumble.
Mason is a transitional quarterback for the Steelers. Mason has played outstanding, but it's time for us to go get our franchise quarterback. That's the last thing I'm going to say. He's played outstanding these last few games. He's going to play good the last game. We're probably going to get into playoffs, but he's our transition in the next year. You draft a rookie, let Mason come and then bring the kid along and then let him go. And he hits the ground running. That's how you got to go. That's how it works in today's NFL. If you want to be successful. And KP8 ain't that dude. Tate making sure he ain't getting fined. That's why he stopped and looked.
All right, man.
Oh, he still got fined. After all of that, he still got fined. He ain't talking. I seen him. I seen him, man. He out there talking. He running it.
No, I said my headphones went off, man.
Oh, that's no fine then. That's no fine.
I can't tell.
Pay said no. Pay said no. That's a fine. What you talking about? Don't let him go, G.
Hey, so we about to get out of here, man. But we about to go right to overtime. Everything's ready to go because that's how we rolling in 2024.
I'm going right to the restroom break.
Well, me and Big G will be there.
Hey, Mr. Wire said Fields has 38 career NFL fumbles. 38 career. That sounds like a fumbler to me.
He has 8 fourth quarter turnovers this season. That's not the same thing as fumbles, but that's a little bit more pressing than the coach blew 3 games.
So we don't say it with chest and do burners or anything like that on homies anymore.
Not in 2024. Not in 2024. We don't do that no more.
Well,
all right.
we bloviated too long. We talked way too long. It's about to be an hour in, but
you talk too much.
Yeah, that's who want to go first and make it quick because y'all dog jokers be out here, Big G. Burner, Big G. Come on.
I already done said it. I'm gonna repeat it. The Bears pick is Marvin Harrison Jr. If not, they trade down no later than 3, and they draft Marv anyway. That's my burner. I'm sticking to it. Come on.
I can't condense my segment. Beat Green Bay.
He said beat Green Bay. Wow.
What you say leading up to beat Green Bay?
I can't condense my segment. Just go ahead and be.
It's gonna have to be on overtime. That's what he's saying. We'll do that one on overtime. I can condense mine. Mine's this. I'm doing repeat offenders dirty. For crying out loud, I don't want to sit here and talk about the same damn people every week. I do the same people dirty back to back to back to back to back. Aaron Rodgers, are you ridiculous? You cannot accuse someone of being a pedophile. There's very few rules in doing stuff on live TV. That's one of them. You can't do that unless you can go to court and win that battle for sure. And you don't have that evidence.
Nope.
And David Tepper, oh my God, however bad the Carolina Panthers are, he deserves it. They deserve it for getting him To throw a drink on a fan. Well, I wish you would. I wish you would.
I said on the know-it-alls, they need to fire the owner. they need to fire. They can't, but they need to fire him.
I think David Tepper put hands on you, B Dirt.
What?
I got your back. Don't worry about it. I got it. Don't even worry about it. I got all the smoke. I got all the smoke he want. I got him.
Never. That's simply a billionaire that's never been punched in the mouth before.
Mm-hmm.
Acting like a child.
Yep.
You probably.
Fired.
All right. Well, we about to get out of here. Y'all know what it is. We going to OT. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hey, come on over to OT right now. We're going to talk about our picks, our last week's picks, the last week to pick. We're going to talk about Pro Bowl snubs. We're going to talk about the college football championship and whatever else these guys can concoct in their crazy brains. We'll see what's going on. But thanks for joining us on the Homies on the Steel Curtain Network, part of the Fans First Sports Network. Be sure to check out B Dirt's gone, but still check out Running Through the Jungle, Cage the Bear Claw, both of their Pay Dirt, Big G Level Up. You see us on here all the time with Pump Your Brakes and the Homies Overtime, the Cleveland Cavalier podcast that we have to do. Big G ain't done one in about a week. But yeah, all those things. And now we're gonna have Tate take us home, and we see you in about 10 minutes on overtime.
Arrest Brett Favre.